the show started in 1976 at the Zephyr Theater on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles, Hollywood, West Hollywood actually. It was a brainchild of mine to take the cream of the crop of the students at the 3 different places where I had taught and create an original musical review. And the seed of the idea came from the old Mickey Rooney, Judy Garland, let's put on a show movies, but it was, instead of the 30s and 40s, it was in the late 70s, and so we used songs from some of the old Hollywood musicals and Broadway shows and kind of just created this review of those songs, and as a thin thread storyline, or what we call a reason to be, which is raison d'etre in French, and had this thin thread storyline going through that it was 2 hours before the opening night of the show that these kids were putting on. So we were watching them in their last 2 hours of rehearsal. So we would see them rehearse some of the songs, we'd see them gag and fool around, we'd see some moments that represented a real moment in time of how somebody was feeling, and the thing that was pushing the show along was that ticking clock of they're getting closer and closer and closer to opening night. And then the final number of the show represented the opening number of the show we've been watching in the first part.
A new game to create, to win you gotta play.
This was way before High School Musical and before Fame and before Glee, and it's such a expansive new market now that's so popular. We thought, wow, it's the time to do it. If we were going to do it, this was the time to do it. And we talked about it and joked around about it for a long time and thought, if we're going to do it, this was it. So I put the bug in her ear right after that benefit. I thought we have the perfect venue for it. The Welk Resort Theater would be a perfect place for this show. It'd be a great place to mount it and see what happens from there. Barbara, having been in the business for a year and connections with many writers and wonderful music people, got the bug and I think got excited about it and started putting the word out to all her writer friends, who started submitting some wonderful original new music for it.
Sing all night, ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that. Dances like an angel, never makes me dance, catches eyes of others, but no one else's glance. Brilliant, unassuming, independent, crochet hats
started to build it from scratch, starting with the music, starting with the book, starting with the original concept. We workshopped the show, and we came up with a pretty special piece of theater that we're very excited about.
I think what's really exciting is you're catching me about a week before tech rehearsals now, and I was afraid. I was afraid that it was so magical 35 years ago. Could you create magic again? And what I have to tell you is the answer to that is most definitely yes, and that makes me personally so gratified and really happy.